Hi, I'm Catherine Bowen, registered yoga teacher and holistic wellness coach, coming to you today to talk about something that has personally affected me when I was growing up and into, further years going by. So I specifically wanted to talk about body image and self talk. Those are the things I want to cover today. So I know when I was younger, and it's still like this today, unfortunately, but there was a lot of people who were not nice, said a lot of mean words, made me very uncomfortable in my own skin, uncomfortable with my looks, the way which made me feel terrible. I had a lot of anxiety. I'm no, I was depressed. Just wasn't diagnosed. I had an eating disorder, so it was hard, really hard, to go through those times. And it saddens me to think and see that this still happens today to the younger generation, to these kids back when I was a kid. The same thing's still happening today. And it's still happening in adulthood, especially for women. I'm sure it happens with men too, but I notice more so with women. I don't know if it's more because we talk about it more or if it's just because we are always portrayed, these pictures are always going up of you got to have this certain image. You got to look a certain way. You got to be a certain way. You got to always be nice and be kind and courteous. And it's hard. It's really hard because it's hard to be true to yourself. And then when you are, bullied or provided with all this negative stuff when you're younger, that sticks with you and kind of molds you through the years. And it sticks with you, and either you eventually are able to work through that, or like a lot of people still today, even at my age, there's a lot of women I talk to that still struggle with this, that they haven't really resolved it, that always comparing one another and wondering if they're good enough or not. And I'm here to tell you that you're good enough just the way you are. You're perfectly imperfect. There's no such thing as perfection, and we don't need to be perfect because there is no such thing. You can't do it. It's not possible. But finding the confidence and the self-love to appreciate who you are, the person that you are, get to really know yourself, because that's one thing that is not that common. You go through life because you're trying to be molded into this person that you think everyone expects you to be. And a lot of us do it. I was guilty of it. I know I did it. And it really caused a lot of problems for me emotionally. As you guys know, I talk a lot about mental health and how important it is to be nurturing and supportive and finding a community that you can feel safe and secure, and that you can grow within that group, that you can feel like you're accepted just the way you are. And if you're struggling, you have community to go to that can help you pull away from that. And I think it's really important for us when we're raising kids or grandkids to portray the positives and not expect or tell someone they should look a certain way, dress a certain way, act a certain way, or they won't be liked, accepted, loved. They'll be nothing, basically, is what you feel like. So I had a lot of anxiety. Still struggle with that from time to time now, but I was depressed back then. Definitely, I know I was anorexic, and it's hard. It's really hard. And it's hard to come out of the other side of that, too. It's hard for a lot of people to share any of that as well. This is why I think it's so important, because it leads to so many other problems down the line if you are not self-aware and if you don't truly care about yourself, because you have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your own health in order to be the best version of yourself, but in order to really be there for the important people in your life. And it's important to find those people that you can connect with that will be supportive of you. And I think that we need to uplift other women all the time, all the time. There's absolutely no reason for anyone to be putting someone else down and making them feel bad about themselves. You don't know their life situation. They might be perfectly happy with how they are, and they should be perfectly happy with how they are. If they're living the way they want and feel great, then celebrate that. Let's celebrate more. That's what I really want us to focus on, is really celebrate more, and finding the courage for those who are still out there that feel left behind or in the shadows and afraid to step out front, to come and step out in front. Be loved, be appreciated, share the joy and the happiness with everyone. We need that. We need that now more than ever. Life is so challenging. It is so stressful out there. And those added extras that we put upon ourselves or others put upon us is just keeping you down. It's creating more stress, more overwhelm, more anxiety, more, different types of things with food addiction or self-soothing with alcohol or drugs, whatever it is. And those aren't the methods that we should be going after. There are so many other tools that we can use to help bring us into a more positive, caring space. And it's just learning what those tools are. How can I make that happen? What can I do to make that change? And I want to know, let you know that I'm here for you for that. And, it would be great if you wanted to join the community, in a supportive community with like-minded women, to feel uplifted and to be able to share and just talk about different things that we go through in life. We've all had struggles. We all have things that mold us. Everything that we've gone through has molded us into the person we are today. And for many of us, may have gotten to where we want to be, but there's so many who have not, who are still struggling to find their space, to find their way, to, find that self-worth, to find that self-love, because that's hard. I know took me a long time, really long time, to work through all these different processes that I went through. And, I'd love to hear your journey, what your thoughts are. How do you feel about that? Are you a person who wants to feel more at ease, more joy, more happiness, and at peace with yourself? Are you already there? Either way, I'd love to hear, how you're feeling. What was your journey? And how did you get there? Or are you looking for some support to help you get there? There's a lot of different tools out there we can use. And being nice is always a good start. And loving yourself is always a good start. Easier said than done, but even just saying that every morning when you get up and every night when you go to bed, put your hands to your heart, connect yourself somewhere and just say, I love you. Let your body feel it, let your heart feel it, let your every cell in the body know that you feel it, and you will. Just as little affirmations do make a difference. As you keep saying them, you start believing a little more, a little more, a little more. I would love to hear your thoughts, on how you feel. If you've experienced any of this, did you or do you have a lot of stress going on in your life, with the negative self-talk, with the poor body image? You can direct message me if you want. You can leave a comment below. If you've found some things that helped you, what are some things that you did to help you? Did you practice yoga? Did you journal? Did you go out with friends for laughter? Did you go for walks? What did you do? I'd love to know how your journey is. And we'll continue this conversation as we go, each time we go. All right, I look forward to hearing back from you. You guys have a beautiful day.